never going to see. Like, no idea from him is too crazy. And I really mean that because you're going to see his lie detector project in a couple minutes, but before this, he also had this RC car that he made, and it's really unfortunate because just yesterday it broke because one of the sensors wasn't acting the way it's supposed to. The IR sensor wasn't actually acting the way it was supposed to, but the entire way through, he was super persistent and he never gave up, and he was always down to try new things and troubleshoot in a different way. And in the end, when he was trying to combine his remote controlled car with his lie detector, things didn't work out, but he was happy the entire way through. Like he was getting there, and it was a good experience. Yeah.
Hi y'all, my name is Tony. I'm an incoming sophomore at Leland High School, and my project is a lie detector. So I'm sure you guys have seen a lie detector before in like movies and stuff like that. And I was really intrigued, and I really wanted to know how a lie detector works, and I really wanted to come to Blue Stamp and build one. So now if I plug this in, and as you see the LCD screen is on. And then you can see it says warming up right there, and then now it's getting my BPM and it's calibrating. So the main part of this project is a GSR sensor, which basically sends electrical signals through your finger, and then based on how well it can conduct, if there's sweat on it, it'll conduct easier, which means that you're sweaty and the sensor will pick that up. So, I'm a little nervous, so it might be a little high. But that's all right, because that's what. So basically, one of the major challenges that you're actually seeing right now is my sensor values would be like off a lot, and it would just be all over the place. So to counteract this, right now what it's doing is it's basically keeps on reading my BPM until it can find 20 stable readings within like 1 to 2 BPM. So this way it can be stable throughout the entire process, and there wouldn't be any fluctuations. And same for the GSR sensor. Just slowly going down. So yeah, now it's moving on to the GSR, which is basically just a sweat sensor. And this one also takes 20 readings, and then it takes the average of that and creates a baseline, which I can then use to later detect if someone's lying. So now if I say something like, I wet my pants last night and peed in my bed, it should be beeping. I promise yeah, so it's a lot. But one of the modifications, okay, yeah. As you just saw, one of my modifications was a buzzer, and basically notifies you that you're lying, or someone else is lying. And I also added an LCD display, as you see right here, which just displays your GSR and your BPM values, so the user can easily be able to tell those two values there. And then, as Anisha mentioned, I tried integrating a robot car into my project, but unfortunately I came into some issues, which leads me to my what I brought away from BlueStem. So basically, BlueStem taught me that you should always be expecting, even if you're expecting something to be wrong, you should be expecting something to be more wrong. You should never expect something to just be right the first time. And other than that, I've also learned a lot about like circuitry, like what are breadboards, resistors, what is Ohm's law, and also learned more hands-on things like soldering and desoldering. So overall, I think my BlueStem experience was great, and I really enjoyed my time here, and it was really fun. So thank you. Any questions? Yeah.
How are you planning to pick up the car to apply defectively?
So basically, I was planning to use an Arduino Mega, which basically, I don't have enough pins, which basically connect all like the sensors to the Arduino, so in my computer. I tried doing that, but unfortunately, one of the sensors isn't working, which is the IR sensor, which controls the robot. So because that wouldn't work, basically we have to scrap it.
So one of the things you're looking at is humidity, humidity on your fingers, right? To detect if it's alive or not.
Yeah. So the one on my ring finger was a pulse sensor, and then the one on my middle finger, point finger is a GSR, which is it just detects the sweat.
Okay. So, but what if you're in a highly humid environment, like you're sweating also?
That's what the baseline is for. So it takes the average of like 20 readings, and then yeah. So take the baseline to make sure that like to
Yeah.
like make sure
Yeah,
to
but
make sure that
sometimes you're in a very
it's like
humid environment
yeah.
where you cannot make the difference as well.
How do you integrate heartbeat and humidity? Like, is there some way that you're using both of those to count, or is it one?
It's like both of them. It's not really. It's like since when you're lying, you tend to get sweaty, right? So if you combine the BPM and sweatiness, it'll like be more accurate. Yeah. Okay, you can go.
How did you test the accuracy? Did you make everyone lie?
Yeah. Yeah, I tried it on a couple of my friends and like asked them some questions and I told them to lie and it worked. And of course, I tried it on myself like a ton of times.
Did you notice that maybe people are like telling yourself to lie is like less accurate because you're preparing yourself to lie versus people asking yourself?
Sometimes I would I would get nervous because I was telling myself to lie, knowing it was a lie. But yeah, that happened.
What's the increase in the heart rate for it to be considered like untrustworthy?
Yeah, that's a good question. I think I set it to like 10, and then the sweatiness was about like 15. Yeah.
15%.
No, it's just like 10 BPM and then 15 GSR values.
Oh.
Yeah.
Are there any concerns differentiating between an individual being nervous and them lying? Considering like you'll see a lot of the same things.
So if like I'm nervous right now, right? So that's what the baseline is for, kind of. So to make sure that even if you are nervous, it just sets that as the baseline. If you get even more nervous, then it'll know that you're lying.